Mellon says, no, we're not the holder. It's all crazy. But Bank of America said it not only in correspondence to her, but they said it in a pleading. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to witness one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in foreclosure history. For what it's worth, it appears to me that Bank of New York Mellon did file a frivolous lawsuit for foreclosure against Lorayne Souders after she filed a fraud lawsuit against them after they admitted that they had no interest in the subject property. Keep watching. We're here with KingCast.net Mortgage Movies. We're going to be updating the case of Lorayne Souders versus MERS Corp, Bank of America, and Bank of New York Mellon. This is a case in which the banks started returning her actual mortgage payments to her without explanation. When she inquired further, they then said nothing. She filed a fraud lawsuit against them. Then they subsequently tried to remove that, but they were tardy apparently on that. And then furthermore, they recently, through another attorney, filed a foreclosure against her, which was then dismissed as it was publicized that the robo-stamper, Michelle Jolander, was involved. And also, it just doesn't look correct having one lawyer not knowing what the other lawyer is doing. It's all cattywampus. But anyway, let's take a little background here and bring you up to date throughout the rest of this video. Cheers. In Iceland, they arrest and jail bankers for violating the public trust and committing thievery. Now, of course, in America, time was bank thieves were summarily shot.
At approximately 3 p.m. on August 22nd, 1972, Sonny Wurtzink and Sal Naturale entered the First Brooklyn Savings Bank and attempted a robbery.
Please! Nobody move! Get over there!
The attempt failed.
There's no money here.
They picked it up this afternoon. There's only 1,100.
This is too much.
Well, you're doggone right it's too much, Al. Doggone right. Oh yeah, Al, and get this. There's more to it. What if her note was subject to the settlement agreement between Mellon, or Bank of New York, and BoA? Now that would just really throw some salt in the wounds, wouldn't it? Let's take a look now at Souders versus Bank of America and what's going on. See that note? That first note, not endorsed. Then all of a sudden it's endorsed. But who's it endorsed by? Oh, a robo-stamper, Michelle Jolander, who lays her notary stamp out for anybody to see and use. Wonderful. However, that approach doesn't always curry favor in the courts, nor should it in the current case. They got slammed right here, in this case I'm showing you, in New York. Let's see what happens right next door in Pennsylvania. I don't know who they think they're fooling, but they're not fooling Ms. Souders, and they're not fooling me. And how did all this come to light? Well, it's crazy, of course. Ms. Souders was seeking information on her note, and then they sent her that information. But along the way, not only did they send her this robo-stamp issue, they also claimed that, initially that Mellon was the holder. Now, she wrote Mellon, as you can see, and Mellon says, no, we're not the holder. It's all crazy. But Bank of America said it not only in correspondence to her, but they said it in a pleading. And in an email she recently returned, as I just showed you, Mellon says no. So they better get it together to the extent that they can. But wait, there's more. The removal notice was filed on or about 6th of June. The problem with that, however, is that the last served defendant was served on about the 4th of May. So Ms. Souders is issued an addendum indicating that that's jurisdictional. Well, what's the law? The law under Murphy, as enunciated in this court, says last served. So I don't know. Should this attorney be sanctioned or not? Let's figure it out. Let's move on now to the pending case in Pennsylvania. Lorayne E. Souders. I understand in that case Bank of America failed to respond in a timely fashion. She's moving for default judgment, just as with the other case that I showed you earlier. So we're going to follow that case and see what happens. You know, if you or I don't file something on time, the court will punish us. But in this case, you know, we've got white-collar individuals who work with attorneys all the time not doing the right thing. Let's see what happens.